Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to Blue Juice TV. Yo, listen, today's episode is one of those ones, okay? We got Joe Budden picking and choosing morals. Onika Tanya Mirage Petty still running the gay clubs worldwide despite cancellation attempts. Adin Ross clapping back. Jeffree Star jumping into the culture war. And a love and hip-hop marriage that never legally existed. And lastly, Cardi B once again getting exposed in real time. Child, let's get into it because the hypocrisy is loud and I'm not proud. I try to make it rhyme, but that ain't gonna work. But no, anyways, y'all know I'm not gonna hold you. But before we get into the things, I need you guys to cover the basics for me, please. Go like, comment, and most importantly, please subscribe to the page. And yeah, let's get into the juice of it all. Alright, so first, we're gonna get into this Adin Ross versus Joe Budden thing. Alright, so basically, I'm gonna go over real quick what happened and why we're here today with Adin Ross versus Joe Budden. So basically, there was a clip shared on social media where Budden asked his co-host to guess the one streamer with two names whom he really dislikes. After they correctly guessed Ross, the media personality confirmed that he doesn't F-U-C-K with that little white boy. As the episode continued, Budden explained that his apparent disdain for the streamer stems from his recent controversy with NFL star Puka Nakao. I think that's how you say it, child. Yeah, Puka Nakao, that's what we're gonna go with for now. And he said, I don't F with nothing about him. Yes, I saw that Puka, S-H-I-T. That's what has me on him, Budden said. So basically, he seen what I guess Ross said about Puka, and that's why he's on Ross's tail, basically. Y'all know I don't cuss, so tail, T-A-I-L. Alright, and so the thing that, Nakao mimicked, the thing that Nakao did that Budden didn't rock with, basically it says in the commentary here, it says that Nakao mimicked a gesture Ross did that viewers have labeled anti-Semitic. And so let me try to wrap this up. So basically, Adin Ross felt some type of way, because what Budden had to say, and then, of course that went viral. And so it got back to him. And so that's why we are here, where we are now. And so let's get into the things as of today's date. As of the now, let's talk about it. So Adin Ross finally responds to Joe Budden. And honestly, he didn't stutter. Aiden calls Joe out for throwing around the word anti-Semitic while telling him you shouldn't be racist. All while Joe Budden himself has had plenty of allegations and questionable moments floating around for years. And see, this is the real issue. Joe Budden wants to be the moral police, but only when it's convenient. Like, y'all know the video I posted yesterday, where he came for Nicki Minaj and was like, I'm done with her. All because she had her own brain and spoke her own thoughts and chose, and is deciding to choose her own decisions. The man said he's cutting her off. And in the video, I said, what if people had cut him off the same way that he's trying to cut her off for the horrible things that he allegedly did to his girlfriends. The things that he's done to himself, allegedly drugs. Etc., etc. And so this is basically what Adin Ross is saying. Like, you're trying to be the moral police, but please, sweep around your own front door, brother. So, listen, you can't lecture people about hate while acting like your own history just doesn't exist. The selective outrage is tired. I said that too yesterday. Again, we, the people, are tired. So, I don't know all the ins and outs, but, I just know how our people do people. Like, we forget what we've done and the things that we needed mercy and grace for when we're ready to crucify somebody else. So, it's tired. Anyways, check out this clip.
He sees everything about me. He's a fan of me. Joe Budden, I don't see anything about you unless you talk about Drake. Facts.
Throwing me on my back and grabbing me by my wrist and sitting on my stomach.
What?
Well, I was 3 months pregnant.
Wow, yo, Joe Budden. Yo, dude, what the fuck, bro? Holy shit. So the racist white boy, I've never been accused of beating a woman that I'm in love with that has a kid, first of all. And I've never, ever been accused of something like this. Wow, dude. Wow. You're a women beater, allegedly? Why am I not surprised? Look at you.
So I hemmed you up. Wasn't what I aimed to do. I ain't attack you. Bitch, I was restraining you.
Wow, so you admitted it? Holy shit, you doubled down. Oh, you jerk your dog off? Hold on, let's listen.
We're just using slurs. Don't worry about it.
Let's see. Hold on, he's jerking his dog off, guys. Hold on.
The dog feel good by playing with their fucking privates.
Yeah. Oh, Joe Budden was charged with lewdness, 2cc, disorderly person's offense on a complaint summons. Dude, you're disgusting, dude. Butt-ass naked on the street. Charged with lewdness after naked incident in Jersey. Disgusting. This whole shit took me out sore to watch. So sorry for Cassie. I know, yo, guys, prayers in the chat for Cassie, dude. Prayers, bro. Prayers. Joey throwing down a flight of stairs, dragging. So, allegedly, chat, Joe's not just beating his pregnant ex. Joe also allegedly beat other women. Why are we not surprised here? Look at him.
All right, moving on. Let's get into Nicki Minaj. First, let's talk about Nicki Minaj, the gays, and the failed cancel campaign. Loves to hear it. I chuckle because it's like, no matter how hard they try, we the people are not letting Nicki go. Listen, one of the biggest gay clubs in the world, it's a club by the name of Heaven in London, played Starships last night, and the entire club went up. At the top of their lungs, child, they was playing all of the things. Full volume, I tell you. And also, not only that club, but in Japan, one of the largest gay clubs there, they played FTCU. You know, high heels on my Dolce & Gabbana, that's on my, yeah, you know the song. So listen, y'all, I need y'all to just allow that to sink in. Like, literally, there has been smear campaign after smear campaign all over Twitter, all of the social medias, IG, everywhere, where they are literally trying to turn, because they believe that Nicki's only fan base is just all of the LGBT community. So they're trying to turn them against her by making the false narrative of her speaking negative on the trans community and the gay community, which she never did. But that's the whole reason why they're going so hard with trying to create that narrative, because they're trying to end her career. Because at the end of the day, they believe that her only fan base is the LGBT community, which is completely incorrect. But that's what they're trying to do. And so they were saying it's all over the World Wide Web, where they're saying that Nicki is canceled. The LGBTQ is no longer supporting her. But it does my heart well to know that this is just the fools in America, okay? We are the ones that cancel people for having their own opinions and their own thoughts. But globally, all around the world, them people is not on that same time. They could care less about a Donald Trump, about a Republican, about a Democrat. Can care less. And so it just does my heart well to know that all over the world, our girl is still receiving the love that she deserves. It's a beautiful thing, child. It's a beautiful thing. So despite every narrative, every hashtag, every attempt to exile her, Nicki Minaj Petty still owns the rooms she built. And the truth, she loves them right back, and they know it. Shout out to Nicki. Alright, y'all. Moving on. Jeffree Star defends Nicki. Now, y'all know, if you know, you know. Jeffree Star, one of the biggest homosexual stars in the world. Huge. Jeffree has been riding for Nicki forever. Like, forever. But I think after everything went down with Nicki and Turning Point, I think people expected, again, everybody in the LGBTQ community to turn their backs on her. But unfortunately for them, Jeffree said, no sir, no ma'am. No sir, no ma'am. He, Jeffree Star, publicly defended Nicki Minaj's comments about transgender children at AmFest. He said, why does a 5-year-old need to know about sexuality and all of the things right now? And whether people like it or not, this is why Nicki keeps surviving. She's saying things that a lot of people are thinking, but they're scared to say it out loud because, again, we're not allowed to have our own opinions and thoughts, remember? But the people are on her side. Majority of them are. Like, you don't have to agree with her to understand why the conversation isn't going away. It just is what it is. Like, let boys be boys, girls be girls, children be children. Check out this clip.
Why are we putting in cartoons trans flags and we're all this stuff that and that's my personal opinion. I don't agree with it. I think it's too young. I don't agree with 8-year-olds wearing makeup either. It was never sexualized and weird and like, why does a 5-year-old watching a Netflix cartoon show need to know about that right now? Why? And then let's just really take it there.
Let's take it there.
Why are we encouraging our kids to be a different gender and feed them false information when they're so young? So this is what I said recently that people really understood. When I grew up and I started looking different, right? My mother encouraged me to just be myself. When I started wearing makeup and being more feminine and wanting to do certain things, it wasn't, oh my God, Jeffree needs, what do they call it now? Gender affirming care. I'm done. She let me be myself. She didn't push me to be anything. Just like when you're a tomboy, did your mom try to, get you a surgery to be a, you know what I mean? Did she cut your tits off at 13? No. So nowadays, it's all these fucking weirdos telling their kids, oh my God, you like a Barbie? You're a woman. No, that's just a little boy experimenting, not knowing what the fuck he's doing. Do I still support Nicki Minaj? Are you still stupid? How about that? Are you brain dead? Because that's what it's giving, mama. Because that's what it's giving, mama. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I don't switch up like you other idiots. I actually have a brain of my own. Yeah. Listen to Nicki's verse and shut up.
Come to my yard. You see, Jeffree, I can show you how to do it.
Make a lollipop, squirt a lot of fluid.
Alright, moving on. Let's talk about Joe Budden and his peak hypocrisy. Here's where Joe Budden completely loses the plot. Joe invites according to the people, one of the most anti-black, pro-racist activists onto his platform. And this is after they said she mocked Ariana Grande's sexual life. Like, I just want y'all to sit with that for a moment. So, he invites this person who all of you guys, the Democrats, black people, all of the people that's mad at Nicki Minaj, that's who I'm talking about. He invited one of the most anti-black, according to you guys, one of the most pro-racist, according to you guys, activists, onto his platform. But draws the line at Nicki Minaj for appearing at the AmFest Turning Point USA event. Let me get this straight. Like, I'm processing this through right here and right now. So, anti-black rhetoric, acceptable. mocking women. Cool. Nicki Minaj speaking her mind. That's where we clutch our pearls. That is crazy to me. And so let's just speak on it. So the person that we're talking about is Candace Owens. So like, you know, you guys, y'all hate her. Like, y'all feel like she's like what y'all call her, a coon? Like all of the things. Y'all hate Candace Owens. But she was on his show. He invited her on his show and talked to her. Broke bread with her. Fellowship with her. But when it comes to Nicki Minaj speaking her mind at an event, this is where we draw the line. The hypocrisy! And you see, this right here is why people don't take these standards seriously. Moving on. Well, actually, before we move on, though, from Nicki Minaj, I seen something on Twitter which had me weak, and I'm gonna share this picture with y'all. Like, it's gonna be real short. So, the post somebody posted on Twitter, it says, of course, the B word, BITCHs, be like, let's block Nicki on Spotify, but let's keep using Elon's app. And it just had me weak because, I mean, if y'all gonna do this thing, let's go all the way. Like, y'all hate that Nicki went to the Turning Point USA thing, but here y'all are flooding Elon Musk's app. Elon Musk's app. Like, y'all are flooding this app daily. I mean, just Twitter warriors on a daily basis. Like, if we're gonna stand on this thing, stand on it all the way. Y'all need to be done with Nicki, be done with this Twitter app, be done with, there's so many, well, basically, y'all know y'all can't do that because y'all wouldn't be able to do much of anything. So, just cut it out. Like, cut it out. Y'all not canceling nobody because you're canceling one person, but riding for somebody who I guess is in the same boat or in the same agreement as the person that you just tried to cancel. The same party that the person you just tried to cancel, and the reason why you canceled them, you're gonna go and put money in the other person's pocket that's a part of that same party. Make it make sense. That's all I'm saying. I just thought it was funny because y'all are hilarious. Y'all don't realize how stupid y'all be looking. But anyways, moving on, we're gonna get into some love and hip hop tea. So, recently, Mendeecees did an interview where basically, child, check this out. Mendeecees Harris admits he and Yandy Smith are separated and that they were never legally married. Now, that was the word on the curve. I did hear that a couple of times. But I mean, as hard as that lady rode for that man when he went to prison, all of the things, I just knew. I was like, no, they can't just be. I mean, it's possible because there's people that are in relationships forever and never actually get married. So it's very much possible. But why would you say that you're married if you're not? You know, they portrayed this for so long that, you know, I was just like, yeah, why would they just lie about being married? But child, yeah, according to Mendeecees, they were never legally married. The televised wedding, the symbolism, all of that, nothing was official. Years of branding, years of husband and wife, and legally, none of it was real. Now, I need y'all to go do them how y'all did Brandy Norwood. Because when y'all found out that girl wasn't married to her baby father, for real, y'all, I mean, to this day, I have friends that still go in on her for lying about her marriage. So I need y'all need to do the same thing. Keep that same energy with Mendeecees and Yandy. Now, I know they're not on the same level as a star as Brandy is. Not even close. But, yeah. Y'all just not gonna do my girl like that. Like, I need y'all to let go and let God. Forgive Brandy Norwood. She was a kid, okay? But since y'all did her like that, I need y'all to do everybody else that does the same thing that same way. keep that same energy. But yeah, that's that, y'all. I just felt like I needed to share that with y'all.
About you in the streets, because it was like, dang, if she held him down.
So even if me and Yandy decide to break up, it's no one's business but our household. Right? So if you see me acting inappropriate, it's appropriate for me. It's maybe not for you, because I'm sorry you wasn't in the group chat when we decided that you know what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry you was in our bedroom when we had this conversation, and you know and that's the problem, because a lot of times these rumors, you know, we so private that we sit back and we laugh at it, and it doesn't affect us like the way it affects the public. People be like, oh, y'all should be more transparent and let us know.
Ain't your business.
Yeah, we gotta figure out how to let our children know.
Right, exactly.
Right. What's the status of you and Yandy right now?
Oh, we not together.
Y'all not together.
We not together.
So y'all getting a divorce?
Well, we never was like legally married, so I don't know what a divorce. Like.
So the rumors are true that y'all just did it for TV.
Listen, I didn't do it for TV. I think listen, it was Yandy's idea, right? Because in the beginning we had I was going through legal battles with courts and fines, and you know, she said, let's not sign the papers, and I was like, all right, cool. And then I guess, you know, it kind of just stayed that way. Then we got married again, and then we still ain't.
Yeah, because I was at.
All right, moving on, y'all. Listen, let's talk about Cardi B and Steffon Diggs. So, Steffon Diggs was on a picture. If you know, today is Christmas. Well, I'm recording this video today on Christmas. Steffon Diggs is posting, you know, several different pictures of him spending time on Christmas with his children. His plethora of different children. And there was one picture of him holding a baby boy. And the picture went viral. And everybody's like, who's this child? Because everybody thought that Cardi's son was the firstborn baby boy. Because as y'all know, you know, Stefan slept with like 5, 11, 10, 12. I'm just playing. I think it was like 4 or 5 different women around the same time, like week after week. And they all were pregnant all around the same time, and they all just recently gave birth, including Cardi B. And so everybody, you know, we knew that he had girls with all of the other women. But we just assumed that Cardi was the only one that had a boy. Well, it just came out that he had another boy. He had a son with another lady. I'm not sure who she is. But he did reveal the picture of him and his son. And so the people online are just kind of in a little tizzy. Because, you know, everybody assumed that Cardi's son was the first boy. And, you know, I guess that made her special. But it turns out that he had a baby boy, allegedly a couple of weeks before his son with Cardi B. And so, that's that. That's just some more tea. Another child revealed. And not even only that, though. Since we're here, I don't want to even just talk on that. Because that's not, you know, that ain't really nothing. But, you know, he had a son. So he has 2 sons now. But another thing I seen was a post that Cardi had made, and Stefan commented on it, basically saying that he misses her and his son, and told her, don't squeeze him too tight, you're making him soft. And I literally chuckled because this man, if you notice, like every time they're together, like he's like always kind of like being affectionate to her. And I get it, that could just be his girl, but y'all have to remember, he just had several children all around the same time. So I'm sure he's into the other women as well. But I feel like since Cardi B is the big star, he is being a clout chaser. Like, he knows what he's doing, because we don't ever see him commenting on any of the other women's, like, anything. You don't see or hear anything. But every time Cardi is doing something, and granted, it could just be because Cardi is the star and her stuff is being publicized. But I feel like the way that people watch Stefan and his baby situations, I feel like people would be posting all of that stuff everywhere if he was like lovey-dovey with the other women. but you just never see it. And I believe that this man is a stone cold clout chaser. And he knows which person to do all of that with, because he's trying to build his whole career. Like, he's already a football player, but did y'all really know about him before Cardi B? And I ain't even trying to be funny. I had no clue. Never heard of him. But now everybody knows who Stefan is, because he's with Cardi B. And so I just feel like he's a huge clout chaser, and just seeing him write all this little stuff on her things, on her posts and different things, it cracks me up, because her and her fans are so slow. Allegedly. Please don't sue me, y'all. But I feel like they are all so slow, because they be calling them goals. They be saying Stefan and Cardi B are goals. This is a man that just literally had 6 women pregnant at the same time. And they just had babies. How are these people goals? Like, this generation is literally cooked. But anyways, it's neither here nor there. I did not mean to go here, but I seen that as I was researching, and it cracked me up, child. Cracked me up. Alright, next let's talk about, I want to talk about Keke Palmer. You know, we don't ever really get any tea on Keke. Or we don't ever really spend any time on many things that Keke does. But, you know, I've seen a post about her today, and it actually made me really happy for her, because she's very wise to be so young. Keke recently said that if she makes $1 million, she's gonna rent from some place where she only pays $1,500 a month. She said she don't want no Bentleys, no fake flexing. She's just all about smart money moves. She said, I don't need no Bentley, give me a Lexus and I'll be fine. And I just think that's why she's still winning. Like, other people have gone broke. Like, we've heard of all of the stories. But when you think about it, she's still doing pretty well. And she's not in a movie so often. You don't just see her in back-to-back movies. But the girl is doing alright. And I think she takes care of her family. So I just kudos to her, because a lot of stars be out here just doing the most. Like the Christmases, I be seeing all the pictures with 1,000 big trees and all of the decor and all of the gifts. Every birthday, there has to be something major. All of the cars and all of the houses. Another person that I've seen that did things right as a star was Brandy Norwood. Brandy Norwood has been in her house for, I believe that house has to be paid for, because she's been in that same house for over 20 years. And you never see her just splurging on different cars and just a whole bunch of foolishness, because you don't need all of that. You're one person. Have about 1 or 2 cars and call it a day. I mean, you got your own money. You can do what you want. But you gotta be wise. Like, I know these stars be struggling, because you gotta think about taxes. They be buying these $1 million homes, and then you gotta think about the taxes you have to pay every year on them. Like, life is expensive. And so, yeah, shout out to Keke for that, for being a young, smart, wise young lady. Shout out to you. Alright, moving on. Lastly, let's talk about 50 Cent. So this is real short as well. I seen a post today. Basically, it was a post from Donald Trump Jr. that 50 Cent retweeted. The post said that 50 Cent makes me realize I'm not hating enough. And 50 Cent, he basically reposted it, and his caption was, yes, let's make 2026 great. I'm in the gym getting ready now. And it's just whether people love it or hate it, 50 Cent just stays undefeated at trolling. And his longevity. It's just crazy. And at the same time, it just made me think about him and Nicki. How I said it in my last video, I think they're kind of similar. But unfortunately, he receives no backlash at all. Nobody said anything about him reposting a tweet from Trump Jr., Donald Trump Jr. But had that been Nicki Minaj reposting something from Donald Trump Jr., all hell would have broke loose. All hell would have broke loose. And it's crazy, y'all, I looked in the comments. Literally, everybody was laughing. Everyone was laughing, having a good old-fashioned dandy time. Under 50's post, everybody was laughing. And we're saying how they need to start hating more as well. Like, it was crazy, but seriously, y'all, I really want y'all to think. Like, if Nicki Minaj would have posted that, she would have been the devil himself in the flesh. It's crazy, y'all. But anyways, let me get on out of here. I have been talking a long time. Why did I cover so many things in this video? That was like 6, 7, 8 different topics. But anyways, we're going to get up out of here. But listen, today we learned that cancel culture only works when the audience agrees. Joe Budden's moral compass spans dependent on guests. Nicki Minaj still owns the culture spaces they swore she lost. And the internet never forgets receipts, only narratives. But, you know what? Tell me, what do you guys think? Is Nicki uncancelable? Is Joe Budden moving fake? And why does the truth always age better than the lie? Tap in, y'all. This is Blue Juice TV. Do me a favor, go comment, like, and most importantly, subscribe to the page. And listen, once again, y'all know everything in this video is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Alright, so thank you guys so much for listening. And yeah, I'm out of here. And until next time, stay peaceful, stay vibey, stay all of the things, alright? I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.